And tonight, we are learning that the San Antonio police officer who died on Tuesday was being investigated by a different police department.
Now we're talking about Officer William Kasberg. Initially, San Antonio police said that he died when his weapon accidentally discharged. But today, SAPD says it was no accident. They think that Officer Kasberg took his own life.
And as it turns out, that happened one day after the Rockport Police Department in Rockport, Texas, told Kasberg they were investigating him for allegedly recording a 17-year-old at a motel. Someone told investigators the incident in question happened on November 5th.
That person reported to us that they were visiting Rockport back on November 14th and 15th. And during their visit in Rockport, they, with a family member of the person who was reporting this, reported that they found a recording device in one of the private areas of the hotel that they were in.
What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Hope your days are going pretty good. My days are going pretty good. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And hit that notification bell so that you don't miss a video. Now, I thought the whole purpose of having a police officer in your community was to serve and protect. Let me know if I'm wrong. Y'all quote me if I'm wrong. What if you seen an officer committing a crime? Would you report that officer in, or would you just act like it's nothing and sweep it right up under the rug? Well, today we have an officer that committed a crime. And this story right here today is coming out of San Antonio, Texas. And shout out to everybody in San Antonio, Texas. On the screen here, I have Officer William Kasberg. Straight trash. Even though he took out the trash before the trash man even came. Let's get into the story. Rockport Police Department sent out a release that states Kasberg was visiting a girlfriend and some relatives when one of the family members spotted a recording device in the bathroom. The department say that they contacted Kasberg on December the 9th, and he reportedly informed them that he would speak with a detective in person on a later date. Kasberg committed suicide the next day. Now, the reason why Kasberg did what he did is because he knew that he was not innocent at all. Now, this man put a recording device in the bathroom. Now, remember, it said that a family member found a recording device in that bathroom. He was at a motel or a hotel, whatever you want to call it, recording people without their knowledge. But so happened, he was recording a 17-year-old girl. Had to be a family member. Sick piece of garbage. So this man took his life like a coward. Remember, he's an officer. He arrests people. He take the bad guy off of the streets. Why can't he just do his time? He did the crime, right? Do the time. But a lot of cops out there are just like Mr. Kasberg. They will do a crime, but they cannot do the time. This guy went out like a straight up coward, like he is, or like he was. Y'all know exactly what I mean by that. Some people may even say to themselves, why are you talking like that about a cop? He served and protect the community. He walk around the community, not walk around the community, but he drives around the community and protects. He look out for us. He's a great guy. But there are some skeletons in Mr. William Kasberg's closet that you may not have even known about. Ain't that crazy? Now, I'm thinking in my mind, saying to myself, how sick of a person do you have to be to record someone? Not only that, you secretly record someone while they are in their privacy in the bathroom. Sick-minded, man. And here's another question I have. This guy was already in the state of Texas, Rockport, Texas. He was not a police officer in Rockport, none no more. He was not a police officer over there at all because they already had a report on him for what he did. So somehow this guy gets hired in San Antonio, Texas as an officer. How is that? I know they had to do a background check on him, look him up and see what he have done. Hold on. Let me look up and see what Mr. Casberg has done. Let me see if he's not being investigated. I know they had to see that this guy was already being investigated, but they still hired this guy. I question the whole San Antonio Police Department, because if they hire a guy like this, just think about all of the other officers that are on the force. Think about that. They already hired a predator, a molester. Ain't no telling what else he has done in life. This guy, conscience, was just eating him up because he may have done more things than just this. He probably would have went to jail, and then that family member would have came out and said more things about Mr. Casberg. I'm just saying. And they talking about he may have accidentally shot himself. Now, y'all know good and well that this guy did not accidentally do anything. This guy took that weapon, took that gun, and took his own life. So I don't even get it when the news reporters and people will try to take up for the officer, knowing that that officer that they may be taking up for is straight up trash. Knowing that this officer is a drug dealer, he's a molester, he doing all type of crimes around the neighborhood, planting drugs on people, sending people, men and women, to jail, sons and daughters to jail, just committing all type of crimes all day long, just destroying the community. And police officers know exactly who are in the community that is selling the drugs and causing the most ruckus. They know this. But a lot of officers are bought and paid for. They're sitting on the block watching out for that drug dealer. How do you think drugs get into the community? The cops, if they want to stop somebody, they can do it. Just think about it. If you got 100 police officers at a police station, you got a lot of officers on this force. I'm just exaggerating. You got 100 officers, and you got a drug dealer in town that is pushing dope all over the city. Y'all can't take this guy down. Y'all can't arrest him. Y'all know exactly what he's doing. Y'all seeing exactly what he's doing. Y'all know where these child molesters are. Y'all know where these predators are. Y'all know where these pervs are. Y'all know. But no, when the police officer is a perv themselves, a drug dealer, all of those crimes that I just said, some of these police officers are the same thing. So guess what? Birds of a feather flock together. So the San Antonio Police Department has a lot of questioning that may be coming their way. Why do y'all hire a guy like this? This is not the first time that something like this has happened. A bunch of police departments around the world, Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, North Carolina, South Carolina, California, New Mexico, all over the world, has police departments that has crooked cops in their force. And someone knows about it, but they will not do anything about it. Y'all remember that officer that went on the inside of Sonya Massey's house, and he pulled that weapon out on her, and he gunned her down in her kitchen because she had hot water on her. But guess what, y'all? He's in jail doing his time for being the fool that he was at that moment. Straight up dummy. But you had an officer that was there with him that was not feeling what he was doing. I believe so. I could be wrong. Y'all go back and watch that story that I did about Sonya Massey. But this man here went out like a straight up coward, invading the privacy of a 17-year-old girl, thinking that someone's supposed to be feeling sorry for him. I do not feel sorry for him at all. And some people may say, hey, pray for the family. Pray for, man, somebody knew exactly what kind of guy this guy was. If this guy was in a relationship with somebody, that person that he was in a relationship with knew exactly what kind of guy he was. They knew that he was a pervert. A guy that would put a camera in the corner and record somebody. Serve and protect. I don't care anything about the officers talking about they may be serving and protecting the community. All these bodies around the world. Mysteries. People can't even find out what happened to their loved ones. Their sons, their daughters, husbands, wives. Bodies come up missing in the hands of an officer because the officer will take their life and dump their bodies in the woods and act like somebody else did it. And sometimes the police department get even bolder than that. They will take your loved one body after they have took their life and dump their body in a grave. Put dirt over them like nothing happened at all. There are so many mysteries around the United States where officers have took people's lives and family members are looking for their loved ones and they cannot find out what happened to them, who did it, what, when, why, where. Who, what, when, where, why, and how. They cannot find out. But the police officer took their loved ones away from them. That father, that mother, that businessman, that athlete, that upcoming athlete. Because we got a lot of officers out there that are straight up haters. They do not want to see no one make it. They will hate on your shine. Don't be a black man driving around in something fancy. BMWs, Mercedes-Benz, Cadillac Escalades, Lincoln Navigators, Wagoneers, so many other nice luxury vehicles. Matter of fact, you don't even have to be driving a luxury vehicle. You could just be driving a regular truck with some rims on it, and your truck is clean. You riding around, looking nice, got swag, got sauce, and the officer may be hating on you. It don't matter what officer, it don't matter what the race of the officer may be. Black officers hate off of black people also. And they also take black people's lives too. They are not exempt. So I'm not talking about a particular race when it comes down to an officer. I hold the officer accountable like I do the preacher, the teacher, and the influencer. If you are fake, you are fake. And you will be exposed. Y'all leave a comment and let me know exactly what y'all think about this story here. Until I see y'all in this video, y'all have a good one and y'all have a blessed one. Holla at you.